Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and what a video I have in store for you today. So we're heading down to Dallas and then on to Philadelphia to begin the search for the Abbott Dream Team. So a few weeks ago, I shared that I'd partnered with Abbott and Real Madrid to help announce the Abbott Dream Team, which is a squad of players who will be selected from 5 different tryouts around the USA this summer, who will later this year get to travel to Madrid to not only train in front of Real Madrid coaches, but they'll also get the chance to learn about all of the latest advancements in nutrition and science from Abbott experts. So there's an amazing opportunity up for grabs, and Abbott's now invited me to be a part of some of these tryouts to help with the scouting process and also meet some former Premier League and US men's national team legends. So we're going to be interviewing them to get insight into the mindset of a world-class athlete. I'm going to be asking them questions on confidence, dealing with pressure, so that we can equip ourselves mentally to deal with these high-stake situations. Going to tryouts is not an easy thing. You need to be not only physically right, but you need to be mentally correct. So we're going to get plenty of advice from them, and not only that, we're going to get the chance to meet with an expert nutritionist at Abbott to give us some information and advice on optimizing our nutrition to fuel our performance on the pitch as well as our recovery. So there's so much quality stuff coming up in today's video. You're going to want to stick around and bring a notepad with you, but today's going to be a full travel day. I've got to get myself down to Dallas for the first tryout that begins tomorrow. So let's get to the airport.
Perfect.
All right guys, so we are at the facility. Players are outside warming up. It's very hot, so we're taking advantage of some air conditioning, but we're going to get out there and see what these players are all about. So they're going to go through their technical drills now, and the coaches are going to be assessing them on their technique. So let's go see.
I think it's important that whether you make this team or you don't take this as a loss, take it as a lesson learned. And the ones who make it and get the opportunity to go to Spain and train with Real Madrid, that don't get complacent. It's important to focus not only what you do on the field, but off the field. You got to take care of yourself. Nutrition is important, sleep is important, but at the same time, the work you put in on the field is right there as well. So I just want to wish you all the best. Thanks again for coming out and betting on yourself and having that confidence to chase your dreams. So I wish you all the best of luck.
Well, it's for Clint. All right, we're going to get a photo. Clint, do you mind jumping in?
So I'm joined by Premier League and US men's national team legend,
Yes, sir.
Clint Dempsey. Thank you so much for your time, man.
No, thank you
I
for
really
your time,
appreciate
man.
it.
I appreciate you.
So of course you were a part of announcing the Abbott Dream Team. You've been out here today, but you were a part of those early stages, putting it all together. Now you're seeing it come to fruition. First tryout in your back garden in Dallas. How's it been so far?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to be a part of this with Abbott, the global health leader that's growing the game, but also teaching kids about nutrition. And you talk about it in my back garden, in my backyard, being in Texas, being in Dallas where I played my club ball growing up. So it's close to my heart. And I'm excited to see what kind of talent's going to come out, and hopefully people take this opportunity as a lesson if things don't work out for them and they're able to take their game to the next level. And for those who get the opportunity to go to Spain and train with Real Madrid, if they don't get complacent, they keep striving to go to that next level as well.
Absolutely. You just mentioned the prize there. That's got to be in the back of the player's mind when they're out here. It's not just a normal day kicking around. There's a lot on the line. You yourself, you played at the very highest level, been in some extremely high pressure moments. What kind of advice, or let's just say if you were taking on this tryout for yourself, what would be the mindset you took into it? How would you calm those nerves and take that pressure away so you can play your best game?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question because it's always difficult in these moments. And I remember about big moments in my career that all you can do is control what you can, right? The hay in the sense is in the barn, right? So you put the work in, go out there and give it your best, and don't be afraid to take risk. And when you come back, don't have any regrets. I think it's important that you stay true to your style, adapt a little bit to the team that you're on and the coaching style. But I think the reason why you fell in love with the game, that's the reason that you've gotten this far, and you got to stay true to that. I think sometimes people forget that.
Absolutely. Well, we saw a lot of players out there. You can feel the nerves. It's very tangible in the air. I'm sure a lot of it's being confident in yourself, confident in those abilities, you put the time in. You exude confidence and you have throughout your career on and off the pitch. Is there anything you did? Was it natural as a part of the environment you grew up in, or is there certain things you did to become more confident?
I just think I was always a competitive person. I hated losing, and I was going to go out there and give it my best. And if I looked stupid at something, I was going to keep working on it and come back and make sure that I didn't look the same way that I was before. So I think the work you put in is the work you get out. I think being in uncomfortable situations, putting yourself in difficult environments, whether it's playing, pickup, whether it's playing Hispanic League, whether it's, playing club ball, whether it's playing, ODP or trying out for your national teams. There's going to be moments where you don't make certain teams. There's going to be moments when you're put on your butt. There's going to be moments where someone's going to be better than you. But I think you always have to believe in yourself and stand, with your 10 toes down and say, hey, I'm something to be reckoned with. And I think having that mentality helped me along the way.
Love that. And I heard you mention over there that the journey of a footballer is not linear.
Yes, sir.
It's ups and downs. I know that very well. So for some of these players, obviously they're only taking so many players to that final opportunity in Madrid. For the ones that don't necessarily get the opportunity today, what kind of advice would you give those players?
Yeah, I mean, don't get too down. I mean, it's okay to feel that hurt and to sit on it for a day or two, but then get back out there and prove them wrong that they should have picked you, and use what you learned here, whether it's about nutrition or whether it's about adapting to an uncomfortable situation, or maybe not having, being a part of the best team in a scrimmage, that you're able to learn from that and figure out a way to kind of showcase yourself better for the next opportunity. So that's just kind of what I did when I didn't make certain teams. Go back to the drawing board, and anytime you're going to get good at something, it's the time that you spend with the ball and the time that you spend getting it out of the dirt, and the work you put in is the work you get out.
I'm not going to lie, that's got me kind of ramped up ready to play. I'm not out here trying out, but I would love to get a few touches in with you. I could not leave without at least asking, would you mind kicking the ball
Man,
out?
we got to do it. I've seen your stuff, man. This guy's, he's sick with it, so I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to work with him.
Let's do it. Love that. Yeah. Let's see if I got that one.
There we go.
Yes. Have you always been into freestyle when you were playing too, like a little bit before training, or?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I like seeing the Brazilian players, South American players, and watching the way that they played, and then.
Let's try one here.
Oh!
Yes, sir. There it is. Oh my days. All right. 1,
2,
2,
1,
2,
2,
1,
2,
1,
2,
1,
1,
1.
2.
Oh, yes. 2. Oh, we still got it.
Oh, no!
That was good. Here we go. 1, 2. Yes, 1, 2. Touch. 1, 2. Yes, 1, 2. Yes.
There we go.
Touch. Ooh. Well done.
Hey, that's a good start.
I'm sorry?
That's a good start.
That's a great technique. What a finish, though.
Ooh,
Just trying to take a little
that was like,
page out of your book.
that was like an inch.
Oh
There we go. We'll count that. We'll count that.
All right, 1-1.
There we go.
So hopefully we'll see you again.
Yes, sir.
Maybe at some other tryouts, you never know.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be cool.
Hell
We'll have
yeah.
to run it back.
We'll run it back. We'll run it back.
So that's a wrap here in Dallas. The first Abbott Dream Team tryout complete. We already have seen so many high-level players. So the level of the Abbott Dream Team, I'm expecting, is going to be very high when we eventually go to Madrid later in the year. But what a day. Getting to kick around with Premier League legend Clint Dempsey. Absolute dream come true. And he's still got a bit, hasn't he? Those free kicks were unbelievable. But we're not done yet. We've still got some scouting to do at some other tryouts. So let's head over to Philadelphia.
It's a huge opportunity. What I would also say is it's a balance. And when you look at the best about the health, the nutrition, the rest, and the work they put on the field. So I'm really excited for this partnership. So thank you.
Tim, thank you so much for joining
brother.
us.
Great to
Tim
see you.
Howard, Premier League legend, US men's national team legend. It's an honor to be here with you. So first off, you've been a part of the process, helping scout for the Abbott Dream Team. How was it seeing the players come out and competing?
Well, I mean, with the global health leader in Abbott and what they're doing, leading this charge it's incredible. I mean, to create a dream team, to create an opportunity for these young players to have a chance to go abroad, be coached by Real Madrid coaches, possibly impress them. This is you don't want to say once in a lifetime, but very few people get this opportunity. I certainly didn't.
Yeah, when you were at this age, was there anything like it?
No, nothing. It was nothing like it because, soccer was still so young. I mean, you're going back 30 years and 35 years when I was a youngster. So there was nothing like it. But there was also the nutrition and health part of the game has just exploded. And during my professional career, I can remember there was a time where there was a hard, finite time where I said you got to start digging into your nutrition and
even in the midst of your career.
Even in the midst of it, and it got better and better. And obviously, sports science has grown. And so, at any rate, these kids are getting such educational tools to give themselves the best opportunity to make it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a lot of pressure, really. Once in a lifetime opportunity. How would you handle this kind of situation if you were to mentor one of these kids who maybe won't get an opportunity bigger than this?
Sure.
How will they carry themselves to give themselves the best chance of impressing?
Yeah. So I think back to when I was a kid, like the challenge. They're here because they want to be here and they want to challenge themselves and be great. And I always remember there's a disappointment if you don't make the team. But the only way to try and put yourself in that arena is to be vulnerable, challenge yourself, and these kids are doing it. And when I talk to these youngsters, it's about what do you want? What's your why? And if you can answer that question, I want this more than anything I want in the world, then you'll chase it. Then you'll deal with the setbacks and you'll deal with the successes. And I think in tryouts, it's just about putting your best foot forward. Sometimes, as you rightfully know, things are like a million miles an hour in tryouts because you just want to impress. And really, when you look at some of the better players out there, they're kind of taking things in. They're playing simple. They're showing to the coaches that they can handle the pressure of these situations.
Yeah. So you've played at the very highest level for
Yeah.
many years. At that level, are players making mistakes?
Yeah, you know, I think the interesting thing is everybody makes mistakes. And that's not like what my grandparents used to tell me they did, but like literally on the football pitch, the game is designed to create mistakes. And out of that, you know, you can take advantage of it. And so I think you don't want to make too many mistakes because then you end up off the field. But being able to have the right mental strength and fortitude to be ambitious, to be bold, to be brave, risk making mistakes, but knowing that you can handle the pressure. Okay, this ball got away from me, but I'm willing to take the next ball. That's important.
With all due respect, as a goalkeeper, you're the last line of defense.
Yes.
So if you make a mistake, that can be
Yeah.
very costly. How would you overcome that situation so it doesn't affect the rest of your
Sure.
performance?
Yeah, well, the hard part about goalkeeping is you learn every tough lesson when you're young. That's why goalkeepers age so gracefully. I think with goalkeeping, the most important thing is to be forward thinking. You've got to be able to handle saves and mistakes all the same, because as much as we talk about mistakes, right, and how to move forward, I see goalkeepers make a really big save, and then the next thing they do, they come charging out because they're full of energy and confidence, and they make a mistake, right? So you have to be able to handle the highs and the lows. I think when it comes to mistakes as a goalkeeper, you have to put it behind you. That's the hardest thing to do in the world, mentally. But put it behind you, be forward thinking, not let it get to you. Because what happens is if you let it get to you, then you become like every other goalkeeper who didn't make it. You just didn't have the mental fortitude. So the mental strength about compartmentalizing mistakes and successes and moving on is big.
Awesome. Last question for you.
Yes.
You touched on nutrition. You mentioned that even in the midst of your professional career, you'd already gotten to that level, but did you experience any particular benefits from taking care of your nutrition, your recovery,
Yeah.
and all of the off-the-field
Yeah.
stuff?
Well, success on the field, but injury prevention, more strength to be able to compete. You know, when I look at nutrition and rest, it gave me more energy. It gave me a better platform to have that success. I just do. I think injury prevention and looking after your body and making sure that it's the best robust engine it can be to play on the pitch. That's why you do everything off the field so that you can compete and have success on it.
Awesome. Well, Tim Howard, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
your
brother.
time.
Appreciate
Absolute
it.
legend.
1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, touch, 2. Oh, there's a sneaky one in there. That'll do.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Great job.
Great to meet you. Thanks
Enjoy
for your
that.
help. All right, I'm here with Pam, who's got some very insightful nutritional information for us. But before we get into it, why is nutrition important for athletes?
So when you think about nutrition, we think about what are we going to ask our body to do on the pitch or on the field, because it's going to fuel us across the training and across the game. So I always say start with a strong foundation. So the strong foundation is really just real food, right? So the more we can go with whole foods, the more we can go with cooking our own foods, meal prepping, less processed, less refined, less snack foods is a great place to start. And then think through your carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are going to be a great source of energy during workouts, especially high intensity workouts. We've got fats coming into play, so lower intensity workouts as well as at rest. We rely on fat for fuels. And then protein. So protein is probably the hardest working macronutrient in the body. It doesn't really give us as much energy during a workout. We kind of want to use that for other things like building muscle, strong bones, tissue, etc.
You've mentioned in your presentation that there is an individual element to nutrition. Our bodies are all different.
Yes.
But let's say I came to you and I've not paid any attention to my nutrition. I'm starting completely from scratch, but I want to optimize my nutrition. What would be the main few keys that you would suggest me starting tomorrow?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I would say the fact that you're coming to me and you're asking is going to set you apart, right? Because a lot of people don't optimize nutrition. When you think about what you're eating without overthinking it, what is that food doing for you, right? So fruits, vegetables, they're giving you some energy, your fiber, a lot of color, vitamins and minerals, right? Your carbohydrate sources are going to give you energy. So do your fat sources. But you want to think through high quality, right? So more whole grains, more, nuts, avocados, seeds, etc. Less fried foods, or maybe none at all. less pop, probably none at all, right? These are really simple things that you can control and you can do better. It's like performance. You can't control the game. You can't control every facet of the game, but you can control if you show up hydrated. You can control if you remember to eat the day before in the morning of, right? You can control those factors, and if you control those factors, you're probably going to have a leg up on your competition.
Well, that's excellent advice. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thanks.
Last question for you. So Real Madrid and Abbott have partnered to
Yes.
help people live healthier lifestyles. So could you tell us a little bit more about that partnership and what they hope to achieve with it?
It's a great partnership in that Abbott is a global leader in health, right? And we know that if you've got the right, innovation behind the scenes, you've got the right nutrition behind the scenes, really anything can be possible. So within this partnership, at least for the Abbott Dream Team, we're really equipping young kids, soccer hopefuls, with the information that they need to, live their life to the fullest, right? And a lot of that starts with a strong foundation of health. And so we're bringing in Abbott experts to share their expertise and giving these kids kind of the toolkit from nutrition, from a health standpoint, that they can then take back to their communities and share out, right? Because really, if you have better nutrition behind the scenes, a lot of health can be possible.
Awesome. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Cheers. So that concludes the tryout here in Philadelphia. And I have to say that although Madrid is going to be an amazing experience for some of these players, even just coming to the tryout alone is an incredible opportunity, because you're not only getting to develop your skills through some drills and exercises that were designed by Real Madrid coaches, but you're also taking away such high quality information from the presentations to aid your nutrition, which is going to fuel you in your games, but also help you recover in the best way and can actually improve the trajectory of your careers. All of this stuff you do off the pitch is just as valuable as what you do on the pitch. So every player that came out today and also in Dallas has really taken their game to the next level just by coming to the tryouts. And we still have 3 more to go, all within the month of July. We've got DC, we've got Chicago, and also LA. So I'll leave a link in the description box down below. And if you can make it to one of these tryouts, I would fully recommend it. But I also want to mention how special it was to meet so many of you at these tryouts, and for the ones who came up to me showing gratitude for my videos, I want you to know that I'm the one that's grateful. And getting to see you back yourselves today, put yourselves out there chasing your dreams, was a really special moment for me. I almost felt like a proud dad or something. And all jokes aside, it was just really humbling getting to see you compete, put yourself on the line, be vulnerable to the possibility of not making it through to the next stage. That's what it's all about, is taking these opportunities, because you never know what might happen. But a huge shout out to Abbott for putting on some incredible events. They're really putting themselves at the forefront of developing youth, helping aid their nutrition, live healthier lifestyles, and I'm excited to see what happens next, because the next phase of this journey is going to be in Madrid. The big finale, all of the players that got selected from the tryouts, all going out to Madrid to have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I'm, of course, going to take you guys along for the experience. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. But we do have one more surprise from my good friends at Abbott. They've been generous enough to provide us with tickets to the Real Madrid versus Salzburg Club World Cup match that's happening tomorrow night in Philadelphia. So we're going to get a good night's rest tonight. It's been a very busy week, so looking forward to recharging. And then tomorrow, we're going to get over to the match. But that's going to wrap up today's video. I will share some of the highlights of the game with you to finish out. But I just want to say, I hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate Abbott for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this process. It's a real honor for me. And I hope you got some value out of it, getting to meet some of the high-level professionals, getting some insight into their mentality, and the nutrition advice we got through this video. All of this stuff is really going to help you off the pitch and improve your performance on the pitch. So make sure, watch it back, take some notes down, and take your game to the next level. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and now enjoy the Real Madrid versus Salzburg highlights.